right, here we go. We have legendary rapper Mystikal in the building. Welcome to VladTV.
Thank you, man. Wow, appreciate you.
Man, I've been such a long-time fan.
Thank you.
Man, so many hits under your belt.
Thank you.
So many classic albums, multi-platinum albums, timeless music, Grammy nominations.
Thank you.
Man, glad we finally got to sit down and actually
I gotta say, man, I definitely enjoy the Boosie interviews and the Godfrey interviews, and yeah, I like your platform, man. Godfrey a talented dude, man. Man, definitely.
Oh yeah, man, we've had some talents, you know, and Boosie's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So
Yep. Homeboy.
You know? Okay, so this is our first time, so I want to start in the very beginning.
Okay.
So you grew up in New Orleans.
Born and raised.
Okay. And what was New Orleans like in the 70s and 80s?
In the early days, we weren't known for the rap culture, I bet you that. You know, we were country bumpkins, so we weren't known for that. We was, you know, Mardi Gras, you know what I'm saying? We were known for stuff like that, our gumbo, our food, our jazz. You know, and definitely wasn't our saints back then, you know, so.
Okay, so you originally had both your parents, but then your dad died when you were 7 years old?
I was 7, yep. I was a youngster.
Okay, what happened to him?
He had some kind of, he went to the hospital originally for like some type of cyst on his brain or something, and a blood clot. Some kind of way he got a blood clot and that killed him. Yeah.
Sad.
Yep.
Sad. Okay, so then you're growing up with your mom, and how many siblings did you have?
Well, I lost a sister too in '94 when New Orleans was the murder capital. You know, I still have my younger brother, so it's me and my younger brother now, and my nephew that my sister left behind. So yeah.
Okay, and I want to talk about the story with your sister because that's very important. But so growing up during that time, were you primarily a good kid? Were you getting into trouble at all?
Yeah, I was a good kid. I was sheltered, having a single parent since my dad died. You know, my mom, she was on me, man. And it's funny because we talked about it yesterday when I talked to her. I said, man, you kept me sheltered. A lot of things I couldn't do. My friends going out at night. Mom, can I go? No. Can I do it? No. And I appreciate it as I grew up because a lot of them friends ain't around no more. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Right.
Definitely.
So you ended up going to Cohen High School.
Cohen High School.
And then right afterwards, you went to the military.
Right.
Okay, what made you join the military?
Because I still wanted to do something productive. But I was tired of school. I was enough of that shit. Sick of this shit. So I said, I'll join the military and go get me a BMW or something, When I joined, 20 years without conflict. The year I joined, men, we're going to war. Oh, fuck, man. And it's funny because I remember when I found out we was going to war, I called home. I called my sister, had tears in my eyes, like, Michelle. And her name was Michelle. I said, Michelle, I might die. Her fucking ass gonna tell me, I know. You're supposed to say that. She's supposed to tell me, boy, you're gonna be all right. I said, I might die. She said, I know. I said, boy, that's cold. I wasn't even scared no more after that. So, we was able to laugh about it.
Okay, was this a Desert Storm?
It was the Operation Desert Shield at first.
Right.
Before the conflict really started, we were just going out there to be, stand guard. And then Bush gave him an ultimatum. He didn't listen. Shit, Operation Desert Storm now. Them planes went to bomb and shit.
Okay, and were you in any gunfire at all during that time?
I was the driver. I was the driver of my squad. I was a combat engineer. That's like a damn suicide job. My job was to breach any obstacle in the way. If there's some kind of gap, we have to build a bridge. Any kind of minefield, we have to blow it up. That shit was suicide. But I didn't, it wasn't that kind of war, so I didn't really have to go through those kind of things. That shit was lopsided. That shit was one-sided. Yeah, we was too strong. Too strong.
Nah, I feel you. Well, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service, first of all.
You're welcome.
Okay, so at what point did you decide that military wasn't for you?
As soon as the guys that I recorded my first demo with at home, as soon as they made a record, I knew fuck this army shit. It's time to go be a rapper, man. As soon as I left, they made a record. I'm like, what the fuck? So my heart wasn't in it no more. I stopped shining my shoes. My uniform was wrinkled. Yeah, I knew it wasn't gonna last long.
Okay. So you get discharged from the military, you move back to New Orleans, and you start your rap career.
Right. I had to get a job too. I think I was working at Woolworth. It was a company called Woolworth back in the FW Woolworths. I was also working at one of our ex-Saints players. He's no longer here. Rest in peace. Steve Stonebreaker. He had a restaurant. I worked there, and I worked at the Superdome. ushering people, you know, showing them where their seats were, taking them to the elevator, little things like that. Yeah.
Okay, and I guess there's an outdoor concert at the Treme Center.
Right, that's where it happened.
And a guy named Leroy Precise Edwards was in the audience.
Right.
Saw you perform. You opened up for Run DMC and Dougie Fresh. That kind of shows you
Spice
the
One
era.
was there also. Spice One was in that concert too.
Spice One, okay, that's the homie right there from the Bay. Okay, and I guess he saw you perform, and that's when he actually brought you in and gave you a contract.
And the rest was history after that, definitely.
Okay, so here you are. You get your first record contract, and it's with the indie label,
right?
But you know, still, you're sort of on your way,
right?
And then in 1994,
I still had them jobs too until I think. Well, the day I met them, Charles Temple was the actual CEO. Leroy Precise Edwards, he was the producer. Well, he was one of the execs too, but he was the producer also. And they had Rob Shaw. It was three guys. It was Charles Temple, Rob Shaw, and Leroy Edwards. Sice the producer, Rob the management, and Chuck, he was the head, the company head. Man, they gave me $500. I quit all them jobs. Fuck it, I'm out. I'm out.
Your first deal was for $500.
He just threw that to me. He just threw that to me because he was like, man, what you doing tomorrow? I said, man, I got to work. I got to woo. I got, you know. He was like, man, here. And gave him some money. Fuck them jobs. And I went to the studio.
Okay, so you start working on your debut album, and then the tragedy occurs.
Right.
In 1994, your sister, Michelle Tyler, was murdered. So, I mean, according to reports, she was found in her family home. She was stabbed and strangled to death.
Found her. Yeah, she wasn't.
You found her.
Thank God it was me and not my little brother and not my mom or nobody like that. Somebody that was, you know, strong enough to handle that situation. I found my sister in her bed dead with a Mystikal promotional T-shirt on saying I'm not that nigga on it, man. On my birthday, you know. And actually, she was part of. She had just signed with Big Boy Records too. That's the label that Sice and Chuck and Rob them had. It was called Big Boy Records, and she was signed as an R&B act, and I was signed as a rapper. Because she actually performed with me the day Leroy, the day Sice saw me performing at the Treme Center. She was singing background for me. Because it was my first single called Not That Nigga. And I was saying, I'm not that nigga, and I'm not that nigga. She was saying, not that nigga. And, you know, so that's how that went down, man. I found a girl like that, man.
Well, I mean, according to reports, her boyfriend at the time, Damian Neville, was actually the grandson of one of the Neville brothers. He got arrested and charged for that murder, but then he was acquitted.
He actually confessed also. Then took all that back. You know, his family had a lot of influence, and you know, we were nobodies at that time. So he wound up getting off of it. So you know, but I was like, I said, okay, that's all right. There's more than one way to skin a cat. But you know, my mom, I don't know, the day I was gonna hit that fucking door and do something and probably never make it back home. My mom, she must have saw it in my eyes. She said, "Where you going, son?" I don't know how the fuck she knew this. She said, listen, she said, that's whatever you think you're going to do is not going to bring Michelle back. And then I'll have 2 children gone. You know what I'm saying? One, they're probably going to execute you and everything. Ain't no telling, right? You know, are you going to go to jail for the rest of your life? Just, you know, let God handle it. And, you know, I just took refuge in my music after that. I took refuge in my music.
Well, from your point of view, you think he did it?
What you mean? He said he did it. He said he did. I know he did. Absolutely, I know he did it. Yes, of course he did it.
Okay.
Yes.
And, you know, he actually did an interview. I remember I saw that he did an audio interview
with the
Race Mix Show.
Okay. I never seen that. I never seen that.
Yeah, he did an interview, and he talked about the situation, said the cops were beating him up, and he admitted to it.
And I can imagine that because back then, man, it was rough. Police was rough at those times. You know, our city was rough. So I guess that was, you know, that's how they had to handle shit back then, I guess. I don't know. You know, and after a while, it might have took about 7 to 8 years for my birthday to just be my birthday and not the day my sister died and my birthday. Because I woke up on my birthday and I talked to my mom and she was like, son, today is your birthday. I was like, yeah, it is. She said, no, son, today is just your birthday. And it dawned on me, I was like, wow. Not that we forgot about my sister or something, but, you know, time heals things. You know, I felt that little healing happen, you know. So, and also, I've been forgiving them for that. I've forgiven them. I mean, we'll never be friends or no shit like that. But I actually called his family and talked to him, and you know, told him, you know, it is what it is, you know, definitely.
Yeah, that must have been tough to actually do that.
Well, I mean, after a certain amount of years, a lot of years had passed, a lot of growth and maturity. I had been through my drama and foolishness, so definitely.
Yeah. Well, and then, that the murder of your sister was kind of a recurring theme in a lot of your albums and songs.
Right,
you talked about it quite a number of times. So,
right.
I'm sure that kind of helped with some of the healing.
That was the first time I that's really close to death. A sibling, man, that once I found that girl like that and seeing my sister in that kind of situation, I wasn't scared to die no more. After that, I'm like, wow. And then she died horribly, and in her fucking casket at her funeral, she still had a look of pain on her face. I was like, man, y'all gonna shut that shit. So my mom never saw that. She remembered my sister with a beautiful smiling face. And she didn't even look like herself. And that actually helped me at the funeral because even though I knew it was my sister, I didn't see my sister. So opposed to me seeing my sister there like looking like she sleep, that would have hurt worse. That would have truly hurt worse. So, but
Yeah, man, I'm sorry you had to go through that to actually see the body like that.
For real.
I can't even imagine.
Man, that shit was scary. That shit felt like a movie. When you're looking at a movie and you find a dead body, where's the killer? Right behind you. So that shit was scary. So, I ran upstairs and looked them up. I said, Lord, that's door number 1. What the fuck I'm gonna see behind door number 2 and 3? My little brother and my nephew had a room. My mom had a room. I went to my nephew in the room first, opened the door, cut the light on. I seen them kind of fidget around. I said, okay, they're okay. And I just bust in my mama's room.
Wait. You mean to tell me that she was killed in the house?
In the house.
Other family members in the house at the same time?
Really, really big house. We didn't have a smart meter. Really, really big house, upstairs and downstairs. Everybody else was upstairs. And Michelle and her boyfriend, they were real private. They had petition clothes. It was, he had room to do it. He definitely had room to do it. He had room to do it. And I know he regretted it. I'm sure he did. I know he did.
Yeah.
Of course he can't say that he did it. But I know he regretted that. I know he did, and still do.
Well, then your debut album comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Self-titled.
Right.
Mystikal.
Right.
And like you said, your sister's on one of the songs.
Right.
And the album comes out. And how does that first album do?
Very successful. Locally, I sold over 100,000 units, and that got the attention of the major labels. And Jive, they came down and got me after that, and worked the deal out with me.
Okay, so then you signed to Jive.
Right.
Now, how does it feel? And, Jive is still one of the biggest labels out there.
Right.
How did it feel to be this kid who's grown up in New Orleans and now you've signed with one of the biggest record labels in the world?
I felt like you could take me now, Lord. I did it. I made it. And the deal wasn't. I didn't get anything but like $100,000. Even though the deal was for $500, my cut was $100,000. Man, I felt like a gazillionaire. Until that third month, I had spent that shit. I'm rich. I'm balling on you bitches. Shit. 3 months. Shit. Yeah, let me hold something.
Okay, so here you are. You're building up. You just signed, you just dropped an independent album that was crazy in New Orleans.
Right.
You signed a major label deal.
Right.
And right around the same time, there's some other labels in New Orleans that are popping.
Yeah, are you gonna break up Cash Money? What you gonna say? Where you going, Vlad?
Cash Money Records.
That's right. We had
Cash Money
Records. Yeah, we had some other. Yeah.
And some of the guys on Cash Money Records started to diss you. UNLV,
right.
And then Lil Wayne and the BGs,
right?
Started dropping
Wayne
diss
didn't
records
diss me, man. Wayne didn't diss me. That was BG. That was BG ass and Yella. Just two.
Oh, okay, sorry. No, because I remember Wayne was in a group called the BGs.
Yeah,
okay,
but Wayne didn't diss me. I was I'm one of the reasons Wayne became a rapper. Wayne looked over that fence as a youngster and seen me out there in the rap backyard tearing his motherfucking ass up and came back and said, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So shit, yeah.
Okay, so UNLV and BG ended up doing diss records on you.
Right.
Why were those diss records in effect?
I started that shit. Listen, I was at odds with bounce music. Bounce music is a genre of music that we, from New Orleans created and started. So, but it was just all repetitious, saying the same line over and over of the Showboys beat, Trigger Man, off of that damn beat. And I wanted to be known as more than just a bounce rapper, So I was kind of dissing the bounce genre because it was hard to try to fucking perform and be lyrical and don't get the crowd hit because somebody with a fucking bounce on and tear the fucking crowd up. So I said a line, and y'all ain't ready yet, in my biggest single. I said, 3 things I'ma never do. 1, I'm never gonna change my style. 2, never gonna bow. 3, never gonna bow. And that was a shot at UNLV because they had a song called Do the Heady Bow, which was a fucking major hit. Do the Heady Bow, bow, bow. Do the Heady, never gonna bounce, never gonna bow. And they heard that shit. They were supposed to diss my ass back. They were supposed to do it. They're from New Orleans, fuck.
Right, UNLV dropped Drag Him in the River.
Man, I still play it to this day. Now, I don't say the Mystikal you're a hoe part, but I still jam to that bitch, for real. I still jam.
And then Fuck Big Boy by BG.
They couldn't fuck with us. They couldn't fuck with us. They were dope though. We were definitely fans of each other's music, and I know I used to fuck their head up because see they lived uptown where I live too, but they lived in the third ward. And I used to drive down their street in my Bonneville. And matter of fact, in the Bonneville that my sister left behind because that was her car. I got it all fixed up once I got my little shit together. And once I turned it to Big Mystikal, had that bitch fixed up with them speakers in the back of that bitch going down their street playing Dragon from the River like this shit. Just look at me like, this motherfucker here crazy. For real. I remember one time I went down there, they got fed up with my electrician, started throwing rocks at my car. Boom. I jumped out that motherfucker. They hauled ass too, for real. So, I mean, that beef was different back then, man. That shit was fun. I remember I used to see Yellow. I'd be in my Land Cruiser. He'd be in his, he had a Trooper. His shit was nice too. Wasn't fucking with my Land Cruiser. But anyway, we used to be on the road and see each other. I see him, I stop, I roll the window down. Bitch, what's up? He's like, what's up? I get out, bitch, what's down? What's down? Probably like a block away. We not right up on each other. I'm like, bitch, what's down? What's up with these? He'll pull a gun out. What's up with that? I said, well, look, I got one of them too. Fuck the gun. What's up with these? Nah, what's up with the gun? I'm going to my holler at you. Yeah, bitch, I'm successful already. Bitch, you still local. You tripping. I done made it. Got me fucked up. Man, that shit was fun, bro.
Okay, so then when you drop your major label album, Mind the Mystikal, that's when you actually dissed him back on Beware and Here I Go.
Beware, it just sounded like that. When I was saying bitch or yellow, I was talking about you scary. I wasn't really even talking about him. It just worked out like that. Yeah, Beware, I did this. I was talking about his ass. That's right. I was. You're right. Fucking right.
Okay.
I was.
And then Here I Go was the other diss track.
Right. That's what I'm mixing up. Here I Go when I said that line. Yeah. Beware was strictly for his ass. Yeah. Here I Go really wasn't for them. Now I did a diss track called Back from the River. We never released it or nothing like that. And that was, kicked their ass on that too. All it took was a line or two to fuck them all the way up. I didn't have to really dedicate whole songs to them. They couldn't fuck with me.
Was there a point where y'all just squashed it, or did time just kind of pass?
It just played out. It just played out. And then Yellow got killed himself. So and man, Yellow he was a fucking comedian, man. We knew each other pretty well. I wouldn't say we were friends, but we knew each other. We knew each other. So.
Okay, so you drop Mind the Mystikal, and now this is on a major label.
Right.
How did that album do?
It was success. It went gold. It did go. It did go. It did go. It did go. It would have did more, but I don't think Jive really understood how to market me. I was so unique of an artist that if I'd have been on Def Jam, and there's not no knock or diss against Jive because I love him and I truly appreciate him. If I'd have been on Def Jam or Universal, that should have been platinum. And Shake Ass, that bitch I probably would have went diamond on one of them other urban that had that real true urban street team. Like Nelly them, all them dudes outsold me. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was multi-platinum with them, they outsold me because they company, I don't know, they company had a better understanding of how to market it to the urban community. So.
Well, after the back and forth with some of the Cash Money guys, you and Lil Wayne kind of became collaborators in a way.
Mm-hmm. Well, Wayne, that came after I made it back home from my little 6-year stint of foolishness that I had to go through, and him and Baby and I kind of got cool during all of that time too. Nobody never knew that. Nobody never knew that. Baby used to call me all the time and try to sign me. Even when I was with No Limit, he used to try to sign me. And that's it. He'll call me, what's up, nigga? Let's sit down. I'm like, nigga, I'm already sitting down. What's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was cool, man. I used to fuck with him when I go to Miami on the boats and shit like that. Yeah, shit, yeah.
Okay, so you're on Jive Records and you just dropped a gold album. And then in 96, you signed to Master P and No Limit Records.
97, somewhere up in there. Yeah, somewhere up in there.
Okay.
Right.
Right around there.
Right. Because Jive and I, we were running out of steam. You know, it was like I said, they didn't truly understand the dynamics of how to market me, man. How to really get me out there to them. They just, their bread and butter was Britney Spears and Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. You know, that was a pop company. You know, we was crumbs. You know what I'm saying? We were the crumbs.
Yeah, right.
Even when you compare R. Kelly to them, that shit it didn't add up. You know.
No, it's true. I mean, because, Too Short, UGK were also on that label, and they did okay, but they weren't.
Shit, yeah. Most Beautiful, Keith Murray. Shit, yeah. I remember I took a page out of Keith Murray book. He wasn't pleased with how everything was going with Jive and himself. And he went there and tore a temper tantrum on his big tirade, and he got what the fuck he wanted. I said, oh, that's how you do that. So when I wasn't pleased, I went my ass up there in New York, did my fucking tirade and temper tantrum, kicking chairs and shit. Boy, one time, in my mind, I was gonna tick the table and flip that bitch. That bitch was so heavy, I couldn't even budge that bitch. I just kicked the chair, fuck it. I got what I wanted though. And I think I was fussing about them, cause when I turned my album in, I had it songed up, I had the list of songs, and it wasn't the way I turned it in. And you know what I'm saying? So after I kicked that fucking chair, it was how I wanted it. It was how I wanted it.
At the time when you signed to No Limit, number one, No Limit was hot to death.
The shit, yeah.
Well, it was hot to death. The hottest. And were they beefing with Cash Money during that time?
I mean, he was in competition with everybody until you know what I'm saying, blew past their motherfucking ass, but I don't think so. I know P had personal issues, whatever, you know what I'm saying, internally, whatever. You know, I wasn't around. I don't know the insides of it, you know.
Okay, so now you're signed to No Limit, and you dropped your third album, Unpredictable.
Right.
How did that album?
Really was my second album, because the first album I did locally, I kind of just put it out and added some songs to it when I got a national deal. So Unpredictable was really like my second go round.
Okay, got it. So then you dropped Unpredictable.
Which still to this day, this was my best effort. Man, that's the hardest motherfucker I ever put out. That bitch with that smoke, for real.
Oh, okay. And that's when Snoop Dogg was actually at No Limit, right?
Right. Well, he came a little while. I think he came after I did. Was he on that album? He was on Ghetto Fat. Of that album?
He's on that album.
He's on Unpredictable. Yeah, that's when he came. Because we were spending a lot of time in California doing the movies and things like, man. P was doing it fucking big, and I still had a little small beef with Cash Money. Like I remember I seen BG in the Piccadilly. I just came home for church. I was big too. That's when I was working out real hard. I just came home for church. It was me, my mom, probably baby mama. Shit like that, little nephew. And I walked into the Piccadilly and I see BG at the table. Loaded as a motherfucker, dicked out, look. I said, I got his ass now. All that shit you talking, got his ass now. So he seen me coming and he kind of sat up. He stood up there and he said, Mystical. I said, I got your ass. That motherfucker, he unarmed me. He said, nigga, that Unpredictable go hard. I couldn't even do nothing. I was like, fuck. All I could say was, nigga, that Chopper City go hard too. And it was over with. He totally changed my mindset, man, for real, with a fucking compliment. Flattery will get you everywhere, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. And to that day, what's up, BG? Come on home, baby. We miss you, my nigga. We miss you, man. Real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Free BG.
Free Mac, goddamn. Free C Murder.
Free Mac, yeah. Free C Murder, yeah. I mean, yeah. I interviewed Mac. We were trying to interview C Murder, but he's always kind of going through something.
Right. Shit. Man, I wonder why Mac wasn't in the running for the fucking pardon shit, man. I really wish that could have happened. I guess nobody's like speaking out for him enough, man. Man, free Mac. Truly innocent, man. All that fucking time, man. That shit don't seem real. How the fuck is that even happening like that, you know? Still to this day, man, them people know that man innocent. Everybody involved, from the judge and DAs and the fucking victims, and man, they know that fucking man didn't do that. They know that. They know that shit.
Yeah.
They know that shit.
Crazy. Yeah, I mean, we talked about the whole situation over the phone.
What the fuck? That's why I say, man, I gotta get back all the way rich, man. That little $1,000 shit ain't gonna work. Shit ain't gonna work, man. You know, if I had enough money, I would definitely give it all to get Mac out of that fucking place, man. For real.
Well, you're on No Limit. You dropped your first album on No Limit, but you're showing up on everyone else's.
Right.
Master P,
Yeah,
he's
I was a hot topic, man. I was a hot topic. Dag nabbit, shit.
Yeah. Okay, and then Ghetto Fabulous comes out. And that goes platinum.
Right. And Ghetto Fabulous, that definitely was my worst effort. Because I'll just say that. I mean, it was a good album. I say it was my worst effort because I had to rush it. You know, P had a pace, man. P had a fucking pace. He was like a fucking Ford dealership. He was producing them motherfucking cars. He was putting them bitches out. You heard me? For real. For real.
I mean, how did you feel about that? Because I remember reading interviews by Beats by the Pound, and they talked about how, you know, certain producers takes a month to put together a beat, but not a No Limit. You know, you need that shit tomorrow, and you gotta hurry up and just crank out those beats.
That was all Master P's driving force, because you know I come from the old school hip hop where, man, it'll take me a fucking month to write my fucking song. When I finish with that bitch, though, I don't give a fuck if you got 10 albums. That one song gonna kill all your shit. You heard me? And KLC went through that too. My DJ KLC and the Beats by the Pound. He mixing that shit and trying to, you know what I'm saying, tweak that bitch and get it perfect. I can remember P coming in the studio saying, come on, KL, man, you taking all along with that shit, man. Hurry up, cut that fucking bass up, cut my vocals up so that people hear me. Put that shit out, man. Motherfuckers ain't got nothing but one speaker in their car anyway. So, you know, he had a different mindset, man. He had a different mindset, you know, and that kind of helped us. That helped us a lot. You know, and Master P is one of the few people, every time he fucking told me something, it came into fruition. If he told me something, next time I see him, I'm gonna be like, man, you told me, bro. You fucking told me, bro. So, you know, I definitely look up to him, man. Definitely look up to him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Master P is really one of the great business minds of hip hop. All the way from, I mean, the deal that he signed where he got to keep like 85 or 90% of his money, got to keep his publishing, got to keep his masters,
right,
to the amount of product he put out, to how he switched up.
He is truly one of our leaders, man. I'm talking about from the whole spectrum, from the streets all the way to, like you said, to the businessman and the father and the husband, and you know what I'm saying, man. He on his shit, man. He on his shit. I truly learned a lot from him.
Absolutely.
And I was able to speak my mind when we had differences. I never did it in front of the whole crowd to try to, you know what I'm saying? But if I had a difference, I always pull him to the side and say, nah, P, I don't feel like that, man. And we always, you know, that's kind of relationship we had. And that shit was cool.
Well, you dropped Ghetto Fabulous on No Limit in 98.
Right.
And then by 2000, you left No Limit.
2000, yeah, right before. I did not leave No Limit. Let's set the fucking record straight. No Limit left me, man. I showed up for work and looked around there, boxes and shit there. They ain't here no more. What the fuck? Wait, No Limit? Shit, I was in Atlanta. I was actually recording a song. That album, the album with Shake Ass on it. I was recording that album because that's when fucking Juvenile hit. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Lord Jesus. 400 degrees. You might well sit your ass, you ain't finna fuck with him. Sit down. So that was, and you know, we competitive. So I'm like, man, how the fuck can this nigga here is killing it. He was just like me. He was something you never heard of. He was fresh, he was new. It was like, motherfucker. And Shake Your Ass came out my fucking mouth. That bitch, I said, I got him, P. I got something for his ass. I got something for that back that ass up. Now I got him. It never made it to him. He called me. I was in Atlanta in the studio. He called me and said, man, look. He said, Mike, bro, we did our thing, bro. Everything, you know, on the up and up. I'm going to go and let you do your thing. I'm finna go in a different direction. And man, I was really hurt. I was like, all right, bro, all right, fuck. And then after that, the biggest album that I could have ever made, I was by myself, single. I wasn't in the crowd. And because, like, you know, that was a big crowd to try to shine out, even though I still shine through like a motherfucker in the crowd. But I didn't have a crowd to have to shine through. This time I was by myself. You know, I was by myself, and it was the most successful album I ever had, for real.
Okay.
I remember I got on the plane. I got on the airplane, and Certain Entertainment was on there. Boy, I know people regret he let you go, boy. That man, you killing this. I said, man, I ain't like that man still doing that thing. Fuck, I still ain't rich as him. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? So that shit was fun, man. That shit was fun.
Okay, so you're talking about the Let's Get Ready album,
right? Which wasn't my best effort, but definitely was my biggest.
It debuted at number 1 on the Billboard
chart.
200.
200.
Yes. On the Billboard 200, not the R&B charts,
not
the
the
hip-hop
100,
charts.
yeah, not all that shit. The one with Britney Spears and got there Kenny Rogers, that one, yeah, the big one.
It ends up going double platinum.
Right.
how did it feel to be in the game? And listen, the last album went platinum, so you're you're already really in the game. But to have a #1 double platinum album coming from where you come from, how did that feel?
It felt great. I was expecting more because, like I said, I was watching Nelly and Outkast and those guys. You know what I'm saying? And all those guys like that. You know, I'm getting Grammy nominations and shit like that. I'm like, fuck. Who beat me the first time? Eminem, motherfucker. Then the second time, Outkast beat me, but I still was in the conversation, you know. So I mean, it felt great. It felt great. It felt gratifying, you know. I definitely deserved it and earned it, for real.
Well, on that album, the Neptunes did 3 songs.
Man,
you know, and for those that don't know, Pharrell is half of the Neptunes. That changed my whole entire career. We changed each other's career at that juncture. Cause I think I had heard that, woo, boy, what? Shit, man. Yeah, they killed that shit. Like, how did Pharrell end up hooking up with you on that album?
That was Jive's idea. That was Jive's idea. That was their idea. So they played the Nori song for me. That I loved it. Then I saw the video. I think that's when he had Roy Jones on that mud too. So I was like, man, I like that beat. And we got in the studio and man, Pharrell has the ability to bring whatever you have in you, bring it all the way out you. So yeah, he is the shit.
Oh yeah,
the shit.
So on that album, Danger, Been So Long. Produced by the Neptunes, featuring Nivea.
Of course. When that was already done, all I had to do was do my verses. He had the hook done. He had Nivea already singing on it. He had the beat, everything sewn up. He just had spaces for me to put my verse in there, and do some ad libs on top of the hook. You know, so I was like, yeah. Well, you know, he kind of knew where I was going. You know what I'm saying? He knew what I needed. We knew each other as artists at that point.
That song went #1 on the hip hop R&B charts.
Right.
And then Shake Your Ass.
Shake Your Ass was first. Shake Your Ass came before that.
First. Okay, right. My bad.
Shake Your Ass set it up. And I didn't want Shake Your Ass to be the first single because I didn't want it to. I'm like, man, I don't want them to think I'm trying to be like Juvenile with the back that ass. Man, put one of my lyrical hardwood if you could, or I'm throwing all one. You know what I'm saying? It's still, that bitch gonna go. I'm like, nah, man, nah, you gotta put this Shake Your Ass out. And I always give Tory Green the credit for making that song what it was. She was my A&R at the time. Cause I was about to make Shake Your Ass another battle rap kind of song. Came with my dick in my hand, my foot in your ass, be cool. That ain't have nothing to do with no woman. Or burn about how I'm ripping this shit when I'm picking with a flipping nigga, just what do I do? See, still nothing about a girl. I'm effervescing, I'm out there cussing. Nas is a full-grown German Shepherd motherfucker, keep stepping. I ready to rap my hard shit. Toy Stamp said, wait now, Mike, do something for the ladies. You gotta say something for the girls, all right? Pay your hair, fix your hair, throw that pussy, got Prada for my boo, and Donna for my boo-boos. So, and she changed the dynamic of that fucking song, man, and it made all the difference in the world. I love you, Toy. Thank you, darling. I'll forever in your debt for that one. Shit, yeah.
Well, and that song got nominated for a Grammy.
Right.
That was your first Grammy nomination?
Ever. I remember my mom, I was somewhere, my mom called me and said, boy, you nominated for a Grammy. I'm like, you lying to me. She's like, no, seriously. I was like, wow. That shit was dope. Great
Well,
feeling.
and that song, I mean, just continued to live on. It started showing up in movies and TV shows.
Everywhere, man. I was like true A-list celebrity, man. You couldn't cut that television on and not see me, man. I was on everywhere except the fucking Young and the Restless. You know what I'm saying? I was on my way and didn't know they had a dark cloud brewing. That bitch was brewing. And it felt so gratifying because, like I said, in the beginning of the rap shit coming from New Orleans, they wasn't trying to hear us. You know what I'm saying? We country ass bumpkins. I don't know nothing about no fucking rap. Because like when I first started getting recognized in New York, people would there give me a compliment and diss me in the same sentence. Yo, you that kid Mystikal, huh? I'm like, damn, you recognize me? Like, yeah. I'm like, man, you fuck with my music? Oh, nah, I know you is, but I like it. Well, why the fuck would you tell me you know who I am and tell me you don't like it? You know, I still took it as a compliment. That's good enough. You know me. You'll like me soon enough. After Shake Your Ass, I was in New York for the Puerto Rican Day Parade or something. Man, it was Jagged Edge and myself. Jagged Edge was doing that, take me to the altar and the white dress. Let's get married. I'm talking about on a float, going down the street. 2 million people in windows and all on the side of the fucking, this New York, man, this bitch is packed. So it's my turn to perform night. Did Shake Your Ass, man. After I did Shake Your Ass and got to the end of that parade, man, I had to run down the street. I look back, you know that scene with Michael Jackson with all the fucking police and people running behind him and shit? That's how that shit felt. I had to run from that fucking crowd and dive in the back of a van from fans, from craving, raving fans. You know what I'm saying? That was the kind of love I got in New York after that. I was like, wow. And they liked how I looked too. The girl they had liked how I looked it. Yeah, look, I was all right.
There you go. There you go.
Right.
Okay, then the next album, Tarantula.
Don't. It's one of my favorites too. It's still one of my favorites.
That album goes gold.
Right. See, that's how the fuck you go from Kazuva trying back to go. What the fuck? Marketing. It really shouldn't matter what I put out after that. It's the scheme. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Shit. So. Wah, 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 wah.
Well, the Neptunes worked on that as well.
Yeah, and I think it was that first single. I did not want. What did it start off with? Bouncing Back. I didn't want to do that, and I did it for an honorable reason because of the 9/11 tragedy. You know what I'm saying, that happened or whatever. And you know, Pharrell was like, man, let's do that. I was like, nah, man, put out Tarantula first. Put something. I don't think Bouncing Back should have came out first. Should have did that shit second or something. We had time to do that. Let me come out, you know what I'm saying, put my best foot forward. The shit that I like the best, because the words that I like better always come out better. If I like the beat, if I'm doing a song and I like it, that bitch gonna come out right. If I'm just doing it for the money, you work hard for the money, don't that bitch ain't come out right. That ain't gonna come out right. That bitch ain't gonna come out right.
Well, that album, you got 2 Grammy nominations as well.
Still, you see what I'm saying? Like, that, come on now, that shit don't go together. Come on now. I went from here to, come on now. I know I ain't gonna win now, shit. Fuck.
Right, because you got nominated for Best Rap Album.
Right, I got 1 Grammy nomination for a double platinum album and 2 Grammy nominations for a fucking gold.
Yeah. Right, and also nomination for a Best Male Rap Solo Performance.
Right. Yeah.
Unfortunately, you didn't win.
Which I still grateful for. Very grateful. Very grateful. You know.
Well, then, right around that time, Ludacris drops "Move Bitch" featuring you.
Man, that shit still feel like my song. That feel like my fucking song. That feel like mine for real. But you know what's funny? I had that beat before he did. I don't remember hearing it though. KL said, man, I gave you that fucking beat first. I don't think the beat ever got to me. I think my management said, man, you don't want that shit. I don't think it ever got to me. And you know what? The 9/11 did play a factor in the difference in the sales. I forgot about that. Time. That's when the world was fucked up, man. I remember that.
Well, I was a DJ when that song was blowing up.
Which one? That Move Bitch, man.
Yeah, when Move Bitch came out. And let me tell you, man, it's like when your part comes on, right? And you go, here I come, here I go, and you shut off the volume. And the crowd goes,
jump, oh! In the concert, I don't never have to do that. I don't even have to have my voice. They're really gonna sing that whole verse, really. Especially that fucking, my dad said, what are you? Yeah, man, that was a fun one, man. I had a lot of fun. I wrote that one. I was on tour. I was doing the Seagram Gin tour with Jagged Edge, Jaheim, me, Jaheim, and some opening acts or whatever like that. But that's when I wrote Move Bitch. That's when Luda sent that to me, man. I remember I wrote that bitch on my tour bus, and we pulled over to some studio, and I went drop that bitch right quick for him. I sent it back to him. Shit, yeah.
I mean, is that your biggest song that you're on?
What?
Move Bitch?
Man, I got songs with fucking Mariah Carey. I got some bangers out there who are. Well,
but in terms, okay, let me say it like this: when you're performing,
Joe Stutter, that was a big
when you're
one
doing
too.
Concerts, when you're doing shows, is that the biggest song? Biggest reaction?
One of. Here I go. Probably get the like if I'm in the arena and they kind of dry, they kind of too cool or whatever to move around. You know, sometimes you get those kind of crowds. I'm like, all right, guys, don't worry about Kill. Yeah, I'm do my thing. I'm gonna go through the motions. Yeah. Matter of fact, boom, bitch, don't dance. Y'all motherfuckers cool. Stop it, Kill. They don't want to dance. Yeah, I get off the stage. Stop dancing, motherfucker. You wasn't dancing at first. So yeah, I know how to bring it out their ass. I know how to bring it out their motherfucking ass.
Okay, and then there was I Don't Give a Fuck,
right?
Lil Jon, the East Side Boys,
featuring you. I do that last. That one's so wild. I do that shit last. Like at the end of my concert, I say, y'all good? Y'all through? Y'all straight? Y'all Gucci? Oh, is you motherfuckers okay? Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Man. Man, if you never caught a Mystikal concert, when the world open back up, you better make your way to it, goddamn. You better make your way to it. Still to this day. like Deontay Wilder said, to this day. To this day, I still go on. Fuck wrong with y'all. Yeah.
Well, you had your situation after that. We're not going to talk about it at all.
We can.
You come out.
Uh-huh.
We're not going to talk about it at all.
Okay.
You come out.
Uh-huh.
When you come out of prison, was it hard to readjust back to society again?
Boy, I was in such a culture shock. The best way I can explain that, if you ever seen the movie, I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. When the pimp got out and he had his fucking, his fish tank shoes on, platform shoes, and that's how fucking behind the fashion power curve, behind the culture curve, behind the music, man, I was fucked up. Man, I was lost. It took me about a year and a half to kind of readjust to it because I had totally disconnected what I was doing at that time. I couldn't pay attention to the streets and do that at the same time too. That was just, had to keep my eyes, you know what I'm saying, focus on what the fuck I was doing. That shit was heavy, man. I had to sit in front of a fucking clock and look at 6 years elapse off that shit. Like, fuck, you know, innocently. Like, damn, you know, but I still was able to look in the mirror at myself and be like, man, you good, you good. Something good gonna come from it, something good gonna come from it.
What do you think was your worst experience while locked up?
Just being away from my children and missing those beautiful years of my children growing up. 'Cause when I left, they were 2 and 3 or 3 and 4, some shit like that, man. 3 and 4 years old. You know, and I remember sitting them down at 3 and 4 years old trying to have a fucking heart-to-heart, try to explain to them. I said, listen, I remember telling my daughter, I said, Michelle, Daddy might gonna have to leave for a little while and be gone for a while, but I'm coming back. I am coming back, and Daddy love you and miss you. Daddy is coming back, okay? Okay, she probably forgot that shit 10 minutes later, but you know, I did that with my children, man. I remember doing that shit. That shit was tough, man. That shit was tough, and it felt fucked up because, like my mom always say, Mike, you're so free-hearted. You're just so free-hearted. You just give so freely, and nobody don't give freely. You work hard for what you do, and look how quick they fuck over you. Look how fast they, you know. I'm like, hey, it be like that. You know, monetary losses, material losses. I always say, ooh, Lord, thank you, Lord. I ain't cut. I ain't lose no fingers on no fucking toes. I lost some time, but I didn't, you know, lose any of my limbs. I didn't lose my fucking life. You know, so yeah.
I mean, no one ever tried to test you, whether the other prisoners or the guards, or they all just fans?
I ain't really had those problems. And when I did, I always nipped it in the bud. I did 6 in the can, but I'm not a bitch, I'm a man. I drunk it like a 6-pack. And that iron all day, yeah, my chest got big, but I didn't get a 6-pack. Man, they know I'm, boy, look. Man. And you know, a lot of people, they kind of surround me like, man, we got your back. I'm like, nah, I got to fight my own battle, because if I let you fight my battle, now I got to iron your fucking drawers. Nothing, nah. Now you see motherfucker keep wrestling me down trying to roll on my booty. Please help me. Please help me by all fucking means. Don't let him get my booty. But other than that, yeah, I got it, bro. I got it from here. You know, and I met some clowns in that motherfucker, man. For real. There are a lot of good people in that fucked up place, man. You know, I was able to bring some light to a dark place. That's all. You know, I used to inspire people just by surviving. Like the guy that slept next to me, 2 years had passed. He was like, man, how the fuck are you doing that? I said, come on, baby, in 2 years now. The same way you doing it. I got to do it. And I know what it meant, because they got a lot of artists that wouldn't have been able to do it like that with the mindset. You know, the thing I'm most proud of, I came out that bitch myself. You know what I'm saying? With the growth and everything, everything that I gained from it or whatever, but I came out myself, man, like for real. Because a lot of people don't make it home themselves. This shit, boy. That shit is precarious. Fuck.
Well, you get out January 14th, 2010. And you start putting out some music. I think you had a song with Lil Wayne.
Right. See that? I still was in the culture shock. I still was shooting live rounds. I just wasn't hitting the target. My conversation wasn't lined up to what, you know what I'm saying, where the world was. It just wasn't lined up. I sounded like a fucking throwback. I might well have put my shit out on 8-track. You know what I'm saying? So after a while, and you know what I'm saying, I always use the example. When I stepped out of jail in 2010, felt like a little white boy jumped over my head riding a skateboard with some earbuds playing Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? And some skinny jeans. I'm like, where the fuck are we? You know, what the fuck is this? You know, so after I shut up for a second and just watched and listened and paid attention to what's going on, I said, okay, I got it. Because it took a girl, one girl I was messing with, I guess it was like, this might have been 2011, 12 or something like that. I had 2 shows at the House of Blues in New Orleans, and they were real big shows. Man, my first concert at the House of Blues, that shit was like the Essence Fest was going on in New Orleans. I had the whole fucking city festival. I said, man, all these lights and cameras and helicopters and explosions and shit, this shit is for me and my concert. They're like, man, fucking right, bro. Fucking city ride for you, bro. I'm like, all right. I rocked the fucking show. I killed that bitch. And I remember standing there feeling proud. And I was kind of showing off. I asked the girl, I said, I did that, huh? She was like, yeah, you rocked that bitch. But what the fuck do you have on? She was talking about my clothes, how I wasn't dressing right. Damn, Vlad, you laughing, bro? I said, what the fuck do you have on? Boy, you don't like my plaid shirt? Yeah, boy. Then for the second show, she bought me an outfit, and I was on then. I said, all right, I see what you mean. I see where you at.
Right. Because when you left, everyone was sagging, had the big white tees, the huge jeans. You come back, everyone's wearing, Lil Wayne's wearing leggings.
Man, I'm gonna put my fucking cruiser sweater on Achilles. Oh, this is expensive. Not no more, Mike. No. Iceberg? Boy, fuck no. Dada, no. You need it, boy. All right. Don't worry about it. Fuck it then. Fuck it. I ain't gonna go outside then. I ain't going. Fuck it.
Okay. And then that next year, you end up signing Cash Money.
Right. Now, how fucking ironic was that? How ironic was that?
You go from dissing Cash Money to signing to Cash Money.
And Cash Money go from sending hits at my ass to sign, you know what I'm saying? Shit. And that's one of the first things Baby said when he signed me. He said, boy, nigga, I was sending that pressure at your ass. I said, I know, I see the things, I know. He said, man, you handle that shit by your fucking self. I said, I know. Some shit worth dying for. You know, I remember having a conversation with Master P, and he was trying to discourage us from performing. Like, man, I don't want y'all out there performing for our safety, because you know how fucked up it was out there. Because when I first signed with Master P, we had to wear bulletproof vests and shit. I'm like, man, I ain't never felt like I was gonna get shot till I put this vest on, P. What the fuck? I don't really need this. It ain't like that for me. But anyway, he was like, man, I don't want you guys performing out there. I'm like, why, P? Man, nigga try to kill y'all out there. I said, P shit, I'm gonna be on that fucking ground still holding the mic. Nigga said, that nigga still rapping. I said, that's worth it. I said, what else they got? What else can happen? That ain't enough to scare me. What else? Go ahead then. I said, thank you, man. Thank you, bro. You know, that's one thing I can say about Master P. He allowed the artist to be the artist. After you give him what he, because all he want from the album is he want, what Kel used to say, he wants your mama song, mama, want to pray for your baby, and your homie song. And that's it. You make all other shit you want. That's all. That's his criteria. You want those kinds of 2 songs for you. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Well, how long did you stay on Cash Money?
I don't think that was about music. Baby was just saving my life. That's all. Just see me falling off the shelf. You know, I was a treasure to our city until, you know what I'm saying, to the rap game, period. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of caught me for my little porcelain bowl fell on the floor and shattered. He kind of caught me, just put me back up there. And also his dad wanted to show me how rich they was too, motherfucker. Fuck y'all rich. God damn, babe. I remember the first time I walked into that record company, walking through the parking lot, I tripped over a fucking Bugatti and bumped my head on 2 Maybachs before I hit the ground. Boom, fuck. Try to go inside and tiptoe up the steps. 3 of Lil Wayne Grammys hit me in the head, boop, like the cartoon, boop, boop, I said, shit, y'all rich. But when I get in that fucking boot though, yeah, cut the lights out, man. The lights don't go out, nigga. I'm in this bitch, yeah. And I start glowing, yeah, for real. That's why I shined at right there. They cut that fucking beat on. So it worked out, man. That was a great experience. It was great. And I'm forever in his debt, man. Shout out Birdman. Salute, big dog. Thank y'all, man. For real. Thank you, Wayne. Thank y'all, bro.
Right, but you never actually dropped an album on Cash Money.
It wasn't about that. We definitely was gonna have creative differences, because Babe was kind of like being an A&R and kind of tell me what I'm like, babe, you can't out-rap me. You can't tell me what let me do that part. You sign me as an artist. You know what I'm saying? If I'm signing the football player, I'm signing him because I know what he's especially at. He can catch or he can throw or he's fast. You know, let me do what I do. And you already took over this side of the world, and there's a whole another lane of the world that's mine, that you can have too. If you let me do what I do, you'll have all that too. You know what I'm saying? But it never came to that. It never came to that. Man, that was a missed opportunity too. I thought Suge was at least gonna put a fucking album out. Man, that bitch. Whew, I had a body in music. I still had that body in music. You know, it's like it never got a chance to come out. Never got a chance to come out.
Well, right, because you guys dropped Original,
right?
You know,
that was
featuring
a pretty good song. And I like that song.
I'm looking online. It got 15 million views on YouTube.
Right, that was dope.
Big song.
That was dope. We never pushed it. We never followed up. We never did anything out. And my favorite song was Bullshit, though. See, that was the kind of song. I'm shocked he let that be a single and let me put that bitch out. You know, but never put no push behind it. Never did. It never was on the radio. I never heard it. You know, I never heard it. Never heard it.
Okay. And then, you know, we fast forward a little bit and you dropped Just a Little Thick with Lil Dicky and Trinidad James.
Man, that was Trinidad James and Lil Dicky and myself. We had so much fun. We was about to start a fucking group together. Trinidictical. Mystical, Lil Dicky and Trinidad James. Trinidictical. That's just gonna be fire, man. Another dark cloud was coming. Another dark cloud was fucking brewing. Fuck. And that shit felt like a bad joke. I said, now somebody, they just doing shit because they could do it. Now it ain't funny no more. You know. And then go through all that shit after all that time. We gonna drop it. Y'all was going mighty hard, like, why the fuck would you drop it? You know what I'm saying? You gonna let the ripper band off again? Come on now. You know, come on now. People knew better than that shit. They knew the first one was bullshit. They knew that. They knew that shit. Like,
well, I mean, once again, we're not going to go into any details.
I know, but I'm just saying, for people that might find themselves in that kind of situation, man, that's if you know you truly, honestly didn't do nothing, man, that's spiritual warfare, bro. That's spiritual warfare. I can't defend it physically. I didn't do nothing physically to get myself in that fucking situation. So I approached it spiritually, and I fought it spiritually. You know what I'm saying? And spiritually, I can't fight. I don't have no hands. I don't have no spirit hands. That's where you let God fight your battles. And for those that believe, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So.
Well, December 18th, all charges were dropped.
Right.
How did that feel?
Fucked. I mean, it was gratifying. It scared the shit out of me. That's just, I felt like, because that don't normally happen for me. Not like that, man. I felt like, I stayed inside 3 days. Felt like I was going to walk outside and the piano was going to fall on my fucking head or something. I said, man. Because normally they fuck over me with the lies and all that shit, and then all my blessings come after I make it through. But I endured enough of that shit, so it was time for that shit to get off me, man. It was time for that shit to go. So that was perfect. That was perfect. What I did was I had to get their evidence expert, somebody that they know and love and trust, and let him tell them what happened. Nothing happened. You know, and they know he wasn't gonna come in there and fucking lie for me, because he was the guy that they use for their evidence and their murder cases and all these situations that get people in jail for life and all that shit. So he came for me on my fucking behalf. They were like, all right. Thank you, Mr. Peretti. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Peretti. Thank you. Thank you, Joel Pierce. Thank you, Tim Yazbek. And what my baby, Verity Bell. Well, she said Verity Gentry now, yeah, for real. She was my specialist. She was my specialist, for real. So they came in, got that shit off my back, man, for real. And I couldn't even afford to pay them high-ass fees. They just came and did it for me. And I was like, man. So I make my first album, I got y'all. You hear me? I got y'all. For real.
So, you haven't had, a full album since, 2001?
That's when Tarantula came out in what? 2002?
Tarantula came out.
2002. Yeah, 2002.
Okay, it says, on Wikipedia it says 2001. So
yeah, well, you know that.
Well, it was December 2001.
Right, close enough.
Close enough. So it's been almost 20 years.
I feel like I ain't been out since the fucking Beatles dropped their last single. Yeah, man, I don't, for real, man. Seriously, man, it's like, but you know what? Keep me upbeat and keep me going. I can always go home and cut on something that y'all never heard before and perform that bitch and know it's a hit. And I can perform that bitch like it's Danger or Shake Your Ass or something that's been out. See, that's where I clash with the music industry right now. People do songs and they just do another song and do it. So, man, I make a fucking song to go perform it. When I do a song, when I get to the concert, I expect y'all to know that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that anymore. I don't have that machine behind me. So I got some mega hits like the song Hit It I did. the fucking Rolling Stone put it in the top 100 song. That was a leak. That wasn't even a song I released. I don't know how it got out, but anyway, the song hit it when it dropped. Man, I know that, man. That was an international hit, man. I was ready. I know I was gonna tell the world over that bitch. Never got a chance. Never really got a chance to release it. But that's. I got back in the studio with Sice right now, and we finna do some things. And KL and Pharrell said he got an armored car beat for me. So whatever.
Oh,
yeah, let's go.
Pharrell got some beats for you.
I got an armored car beat for you. I said, okay. Shit, okay. And you know what else? I gotta give Snoop Dogg a shout out because after I came on from that 6 the first time, Snoop afforded me all his luxuries, man, his management and you know what I'm saying, producers and you know what I'm saying. He just helped me, man. He just put a team around me, man, and really helped shape me and get, you know what I'm saying, get me back going, get me back on my feet. Put me in the Devin movie, when I slow burn, what's the name of that movie? Mac and Devin go to high school. Yeah, so I got a chance to do that. You know, got me some show money, got some shows with him and things like that. You know, so and definitely can't forget the Mark Ronson, Bruno Mars fucking movement too, man. That was some A-list shit too, for real. They took me straight from the chilling circuit. Hold up, excuse me, I'm gonna send him. He be back, y'all, and took me to Saturday Night Live and Ellen and Jimmy Fallon. You know what I'm saying? Then I went back to the chilling circuit, but I got a break. I got a break for a second. You know,
right, yeah, he did feel right.
It feel right.
Mark Ronson.
And it felt right.
Exactly.
That shit was fun.
Right. I mean, because, with your style, a lot of people have compared you to James Brown.
Such a compliment. Man, come on, man. James Brown was the baddest motherfucker that ever put on a pair of shoes. For real. You better ask Michael Jackson, bless his soul, said, I love that guy. You can't, Michael Jackson couldn't even say James Brown without crying. James Brown. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad that motherfucker was. Man, do you ever seen James Brown on the TAM show doing Prisoner of Love? And man, when you don't have nothing to do, you have a spare free minute, pull up James Brown TAM show performance. It's like 18 minutes. Man, bruh. You the baddest motherfucker ever. Ever. I've been watching like some old Elvis shit too. Elvis, I ain't know Elvis was that fucking bad too. God damn, Elvis. Yeah, Elvis was the shit too. We had some. That's the kind of shit I watch on my free time when I'm on YouTube or just looking at shit. You know, shit that inspired me, man. You know.
Oh yeah.
We see enough. We see enough killers.
Little Richard.
How is it now? What's in style today is getting killed on live. You can't be dead on live. That don't go the way dead. That's a fucking oxymoron, ain't it? That's the shit right now. Dead on live. What the fuck? Hey, I got, protect y'all children, man. Protect your children, bro. And your loved ones. And be smart. Fuck. I don't know.
And the other person you get compared to is Little Richard.
That just sound like a stab, but that's a compliment too. That just sound like a jab.
That's not a compliment. Yeah. Little Richard, the inventor of rock and roll.
Trust me, bless his soul. Yeah, trust me. I know he a bad motherfucker. I know. They talking about the emphasis and the flamboyant. I guess I don't know. You know. So yeah, Little Richard's a bad motherfucker too. He's a bad motherfucker too. That's definitely a compliment.
Right. Well, if you talk about New Orleans,
right? True. True.
The whole transgender scene, hip hop scene, has always been a very unique New Orleans thing.
Very, very, very. You can go to a club in New Orleans, and there's a circle of people surrounding somebody dancing in the middle. You're like, ooh, let me see the girl twerking. There's a fucking dude twerk. Oh shit! All right, that's that. Hey, that's our culture though. You know, that's our culture, man. That's our fucking culture. That's our culture. Yeah. That's our culture.
So what's next for you?
The world, Chico. Shit, I put the next step. I put my foot in front. You know what I'm saying? Take another step. That's all. That's another step. Take another step. Recording, man. Just trying to find that love again for it. Because without the passion, I can't. Yeah. Womp 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 womp. So just trying to get back in love with it. I fall back in love with it, fall back out of love with it. Fall in love with it, fall out. It's like, because at one point I truly didn't aspire to be successful in how the rap game was. Too much shit come with being popular now. Fuck. My nerves too bad. And I know me, so I wouldn't want to put myself in that shit because I'm gonna turn the fuck up, man, because I've earned it, and I have children and shit, so, man, I nip shit in the bud instantly. So instead of putting myself in that kind of position, I say, wait, I'm gonna just kind of carve my way, and so I can do it to where I have my own lane and don't have to, you know what I'm saying, what I don't want to be a part of, I don't have to be a part of, you know, I don't have to be a part of.
Well, over the course of your career, how many millions of albums have you sold?
That's a lot, because if you, come on, think about all the No Limits, and you can stop right there. You can stop right there. I sold a lot of millions of my fucking self, collectively. And then collectively with all the shit, man, how many albums do they say? Wikipedia say Master P sold 56 to 40, 30, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Right, yeah, because
so
I mean,
whatever that number is, I'm attached to that also, you know.
Right, I mean, the double platinum album here, the platinum album here, the gold album here, and then all the features.
The Grammy Award winning album of Mark Ronson. I'm associated with that too. That bitch won the album.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that bitch won the album. That bitch won the Grammy, and I'm on that album. You know, I don't have no Grammy, but I'm shit. That album, I'm on the album that won the Grammy. Shit. So
with all the millions of albums sold, you wrote most of that.
What you mean?
Yourself.
What you mean? Fuck you mean?
I mean, you told me, like, you know, for example, like on Danger, you know, you said the hooks was already done and stuff like that. But as a whole, but your verses, you're writing all your own verses.
That ain't had nothing to do with me. I wrote my own part.
Right. That's what I mean. But I mean, like, as a song, I mean, there's a producer, there's the hook, and then there's the raps. So you have portions of every song, not necessarily 100%, but you have portions of every song and so forth.
I got you.
Exactly.
I got you.
That's what I meant.
But it's funny that I say that, Vlad, because right now I'm finna give me a team of writers. Fuck what y'all talking about. That's gonna help me. You know what I'm saying? Get to that next level for real. So definitely.
So my question is, with all the millions of albums that your name is associated with, at this point in your life, at this age, are you financially well compensated for all that, or were there bad business deals along the way where people?
I fucked it up. I was compensated. I don't think I was compensated for exactly what I was supposed to get, but nah. Whatever I did, I definitely burned that up. Woo. Woo. Shit. So I'm all right. I ain't mean that no more right now. I can tell you that, but I'm okay. I definitely can't put no fucking hold no money phone up to my fucking ear. Definitely can't do that. I could beep you. For people who still remember what that is, I'll beep you. Shit. But I'm good, man. I have everything that, not only everything that I want, everything that I need, I have everything that I want. You know, so I'm good, man. I'm good.
I mean, for the young artists that are coming up that are about to achieve the multi-platinum success, what do you think some of your financial mistakes were along the way?
Just not knowing, inexperience, not having it, so not knowing what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't finna die with all that fucking, man. I'm finna spend this shit, finna live this shit, you know? Like you said, if I knew then what I know now, so now I have the opportunity that I know now, and I got another then, so I can, you know, I could do better this time. I can do better this time, you know? Yeah, at one point, I ain't want all that fucking money either. That's too much, man. Fuck all that, you know? God gave me something that money can't buy, man. Like when I'm in concerts, packed full fucking concerts, 15, 20,000 people in the fucking crowd, and somebody come up to me and say, man, Mystikal, bro, you underrated, bro. You don't get the credit. I said, stop. Watch this. Why? I take that. Fuck that other shit. I take that right there. Money can't buy that right there. Because when I came home in 2010, I was the opening act. Because you know what I'm saying, I wasn't on the radio all day. The Nicki Minaj's and the Gucci Mans, and you know, they were the headlining acts. And I had to go first. Motherfuckers have trouble after I forgot off that stage. Trouble after that opening that kind. Because I'm a performer, I'm an entertainer, man, for real. Real talk. Ask them. Real talk.
Yeah. I don't think too many people want to go on after Mystikal.
Like juvenile stupid ass used to always say, man, y'all got me going on there to Elvis. Juvenile stupid. And that's a bad motherfucker. Me and him, I think that's my best 1-2 punch. He can go first, I can go second. But a lot of times, I go first. He's younger. He got to tell a story. He's the biggest star. He's the biggest star. So, I mean, we just saying shit, but I'm just saying that's how we handle it, you know what I'm saying? And he got the hits to back it up, too. He's a bad motherfucker, man. That's little bro right there. Shit, yeah.
Well, Mystikal, man, number one, at 50 years old, you look great.
Thank you, man.
Healthy.
Thank you, man. Thank you, bro. I laugh a lot, Vlad. When motherfuckers be worried and crying, I laugh a lot. I do.
Yeah.
I do.
And I mean, especially, knowing your story, from losing your sister, having to see your sister like that, to losing 6 years of your life in prison, to having to go through a whole situation again that you were acquitted of, the ups and downs, the success, but also the pain,
right?
And
Say failures.
Some of the failures.
Thank you. That's the word. The successes and the failures. It's duality. There's ups and downs. And after experiencing what I experienced after losing my sister, ups and what compares to that? Jail?
Right.
Fuck no. Losing some money, fuck no. Nothing. So after that, man, he couldn't show me shit, man. He couldn't show me shit. That's why I was able to walk inside a fucking prison, state jail. Not no federal shit, which is a little nicer. I'm in penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? I'm in fucking jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, and man, I laughed the fucking lot. Wasn't nothing funny about it, ain't nothing good about it. I had a blast. And sometimes I did a lot of laughing. You know what I'm saying? I made the best of it. Put it like that. I made the best of it. I made the fucking best of it, bro. That's why it didn't wear me out or have a lot of wear and tear on me. I came out that bitch fresher than I was before I went in there. Got some rest. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I got my juices filled, all balled up. You know what I'm talking about? Power back up. Yeah, I'm ready now. Came home, made a baby every fucking. First time I hugged my fucking baby mom, she was pregnant. I'm pregnant. Damn. Shit, baby. And I had 4 now, beautiful children, since I've been home. So yeah, definitely.
Well, here's my final question. Louisiana has always been such an important part of hip hop. In no particular order, excluding yourself, because obviously you'd be on this list, but your top 5 Louisiana rappers of all time. In no order.
Okay.
In no order.
Juvenile, BG. God,
That's one.
I'm sorry, hold on. Lil Wayne, fuck, God, there's too many of us, man. Gregory D. Y'all don't know Greg. That's the one. Gregory D is the motherfucker that made me want to pick up a mic and rap. Fuck. Who am I missing, man? Who? Fiend. Who else, man? Who else we got?
Boosie.
Boosie, motherfucker, Boosie. We got too many,
Webby.
man. Who else? Give me some more Baton Rouge. Man.
I mean, there's Webby. Well, there's Webby.
That's Web crazy. I got a big thing.
Well, and hold on. We're forgetting a very important one. NBA Youngboy.
Damn, man, he's my favorite right now. He's my favorite right now. But him and Lil Baby and Da Baby, NBA people are my favorite right now. Yeah, I like how you doing it. I like how you doing it.
I mean, when you look at we're in Baton Rouge right now.
And I'm not really in the loop. But I don't really be. You know what I'm saying? I'm Paul 59. You know what I'm saying? For real. So, but they we got a lot of dope motherfuckers, man. We got a lot of dope motherfuckers, bro. We got Mia X, motherfucker. Woo. Shit, for real,
yeah.
for real.
Mia X, yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to really
for real
whittle
for
it
real,
down to 5.
You know what I'm saying? Not thinking about it like that. As soon as I leave, all of them gonna come in my head. I'm gonna see like, damn that, oh man, fuck, I forgot that. So if I didn't say your name, man, it wasn't because you was dope. Charged to my head, not my heart. So it was retarded. You know what I'm saying? So definitely.
When you look at someone like an NBA Youngboy, right, who is hot to death right now, one of the biggest artists in the world. He's from Baton
Kevin
Rouge,
Gates. Kevin the fucking Gates.
Kevin Gates is another one. Right.
Motherfucker.
Exactly. Yeah. When you look at an NBA Youngboy, 21 years old, on top of the world, platinum plaques on top of platinum plaques, but constantly in problems, always getting arrested.
It goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand. A young boy just always remember, dude, you can always take refuge and take shelter in your music. You can always, and that's what he does. That's what he does. That's why his music come out. That's why we can feel his music like that. Because he gonna wear it on his sleeve. He gonna wear that bitch on his fucking sleeve, for real.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough. Like the hotter you get, the more the spotlight is on you, and the more bullshit you attract.
Right.
You know,
Max Nelly. Why? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, BR, baby. I see you. Shit, yeah. Why Die Luck? Y'all don't know Why Die Luck. Yeah, man, we got some dope fuck. All right, let me stop, bro. That's
another one.
It's important though, man. You know what I'm saying? That should be important, bro.
Yeah. Young Bleed also, can't forget him. One of my favorites.
Fucking Bleed. Man. he was Snoop Dogg's favorite when he was on No Limit with us. He was Snoop's favorite. Man, fucking Bleed, man. So unique. Yep. So unique.
Yeah.
You too, CeeLo. Chubb, I see you, baby. Chubb, man, OG CeeLo, for real. He one of the guys that always has, he just has that wisdom, man. Like, when I first came home, I asked for advice. I said, man, first of all, CeeLo, how I look? He said, well, your jewelry look a little throwback. He was keeping it real with me. And when he gave me some advice, he said, man, what you need to do is get under some youngsters, man, and get their swag and just go from there. And when I saw him again, I'm like, and that's what I did. That's exactly what everything he fucking did. I took his advice. And when I seen him again, I said, bruh, CeeLo, bruh, Chubb, bruh. Man, you told me things. He said, man, everywhere I go, everybody tell me that shit, man. You told me. Salute, bruh, for real. Whatever you doing, big dog, keep doing it, pimp, for real. Shit, yeah.
Well, Mystikal, man, quite a career. And I think the most important part as an artist is you created timeless music.
That's
you created music that's going to be around past your lifetime.
Past
your lifetime. When you're gone,
right.
You know, and we're all going to be gone at one point.
Of course,
and
your
kids are going to be sitting around and they're watching some new movie and there's a Mystikal song that pops up.
James Brown and Michael Jackson, we spoke about those people. Little Richard,
exactly.
Watch this, Michael Jackson, he's not gone no more. Once you say it, he's here. I mean, he's not physically here. Man, his music will always be here, always be here. That's why I always tell people, life about memories, man. Like, well, my mom and I was talking yesterday, talking about my sister. I was like, and she was, kind of getting sad. I said, well, I bet you can close your eyes and think about her in the mirror combing her hair or something like that. She said, Lord, thank you for memories. Can't take that back. Can't take that back. So, yeah, man. Man, make great memories, man. Make great memories, y'all, for real. Love each other. Be kind. That's what pissed me off about the jail situation. Why in the fuck be a kind dude and a loving dude? I'm gonna be a fucking raper man. I might well go jack motherfuckers, be underhand and you know what I'm saying, be low down and steal from people and shit. Why be nice and be a rapist? You know what I'm saying? That shit don't go together. Come on. Get out of my fucking face. Definitely.
One final question, because I skipped over this. I guess you done an interview and you said that when Bruno Mars called you, you dropped your baby?
That was a joke. Yeah, I'd have dropped his ass for real for that phone call. He gonna be all right, motherfucker. Shit, we definitely pay for some medical bills. Not crazy shit. he called me off guard. I wasn't ready. You heard, look, shit. Man, bro, yeah. That was on E, bro.
yeah, on Hot 97. Okay, so you didn't actually drop the baby.
No, fuck no, y'all. Come on, someone, Vlad, you gonna get me in trouble, bro. Shit. You got fucking people out there protesting. Mystikal drop babies. No. Yeah, I ain't dangling them over the balcony or nothing. Yeah, I ain't do nothing. Shit, no. Shit, yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. Well, cancel culture, man. The hashtag baby dropper. Like, you know what I mean?
This shit is, yeah, we got to keep it moving, though. That's all. Shit.
Well, how do you feel? Because, throughout your career, really, the internet was not as important as it is now. And now you have cancel culture. When people want to cancel somebody and everything else like that, as someone who's gone through this type of thing, like, what is your take on cancel culture?
I understand where they're coming from. I guess you feel like that for a reason. When I'm in a gas station, I don't give a fuck who in there. You could be the fucking Grand Poobah or the Ku fucking Klux Klan. You can say, nigga, if you want to. I understand where you're coming from. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree, but I understand where you're coming from. That's how you was raised, motherfucker. That's how you, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. I don't need you to like me. But I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't know if that man was really Ku Klux Klan. I could tell he was racist, though. Man, that man left out that fucking gas station laughing like we was cousins, So all that shit, man, love beat anything. Can't nothing beat love. Love conquers all. It does, It does.
There you go. There you go. Mystikal, man. I appreciate the time. Congrats on.
Thank you for having me, man.
An incredible career, an incredible body of work.
Incredible life, man.
I know you're not done yet.
Fuck no, man. It's I'm still writing my book. I'm still writing. So
that's what it is.
Yeah, y'all. They know they ain't seen the last of me. Come on now. Every time they duck my head under the water, all they do is wash my face. Thank you, man. Fuck, I had some coal in my eyes anyway. Thank you. So
right.
Yeah, make the best of it, man. Don't do the pity party shit. Make the best of it.
Right, and I see you still have the No Limit tank around your neck.
Man, this shit means so much. This is a new one. I don't know what happened to my other one, but anyway, it's a long story. P gave this to me during our the No Limit reunion tour. Man, that shit mean a lot to me, man. It does, man, bro, for real.
Yeah,
for real.
That's what it is, man. Mystikal, man. All the best to you, man.
Thank you, man.
And keep it moving, man, and keep putting out dope music.
I got to. Thank you, man. Man, God bless you, Vlad, bro. 100.
That's what it is. Until next time. Peace.